Why?
So I went into the precinct recording.
Which you can't.
I can. Why
There's
wouldn't I be
signs-
able to?
There's signs posted that you're not able to record, and the whole thing is the police officer is within their right to ask you to leave the.
Why would you ask somebody to leave a public building while they're conducting business? If they're not being disorderly, they're not in any restricted areas, and they're not impeding business.
That's fine, but just like any,
What it does.
Okay, I put it like this: you could go to a public building, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if they have pictures on the wall or certain things on the wall, they could tell you no photos, no recording. And that has happened.
Why would they tell us that?
Because that's a policy that they have. So if a place has a policy and they're telling you no recording, you have to abide by. Same thing.
Can you put policy over law?
All right.
Can you? Can you put policy over the Constitution? The Constitution is the highest law of the land.
That's fair.
You can't put policy,
fine.
which is all the way down
fine,
here. You can't put policy over my rights.
But at the same time,
And that's not a law, it's just a policy.
Recording and stuff like that, if the building is showing that, right? And they're saying as far as no recording within the building, then, because what is your business?
Journalism.
Because, okay, then you would have the proper credentials, correct?
You don't need credentials to be a journalist. It's called freedom of the press.
But if you're doing something like that, it would have to be.
It'll be nice.
Some type of credential.
It'll be nice to have credentials.
For example, you're trying to get into a crime scene, you would have to have some type of credential to go there. You know what I'm saying?
If you want to pass the yellow tape.
Correct.
Yeah.
And that's along the lines of what I'm trying to get at.
Most citizen journalists don't want to pass the yellow tape. You know what I mean? It's the big news medias that want to pass.
Right, but that's along the lines of what I'm saying as far as.
Yeah, but they have
having
contracts.
some type of
They have contracts with the
credential.
police departments and stuff
That's
like
fine.
that. But freedom of the press. Everybody's a journalist. Anybody can be a journalist. You can be a journalist when you're out of work. I'm a journalist. Just like freedom of religion, you don't need credentials to practice freedom of religion. So why would I need credentials to practice freedom of the press?
But also, so something like that, right? You're talking about something where it's in public, but you're going into a building, which you're saying is public, but it's also still a building. So the building has their guidelines. So if you're saying,
I would have a right to,
like I'm saying,
I have a right to be in public. I have a right to be in public buildings, right? Is that your command? Yeah, that's your command. Is he checking on you, or is he just driving by?
No, it's all involved in this.
Oh, okay.
They're across the street. Got a journalist over here.
Hi journalist.
Hey, how are you?
I think Kelly spoke to them. Everything is fine.
Not here, so they might need a translator.
No,
Let me go find out.
I believe the woman that's speaking to, she speaks English.
Okay.
Seemed to be all right.
Yeah, so that's we're challenging those signs. That's the point, because they're unconstitutional. We have a right to record in public buildings and public spaces.
Okay.
We're not going into any private areas. It's not like we're going to the jail cells and recording the inmates. We're just in that public lobby.
Right.
We don't plan on passing the public lobby. It's just for transparency, accountability. It's a public building. Did you know that the government can't make policy? They shouldn't have policies or laws, and they can't make any that go against the Constitution, that goes against federal law. That's like you can't put out a sign in the precinct that says no black people, because it's unconstitutional. We have rights. So if I have a right to film in a public building, can't nobody violate that right, because I have a right to be here and I have a right to exercise my rights. I could go into a city hall and I can pray because I have freedom of religion. You can't kick me out and you can't stop me from praying because I'm not being disorderly, I'm not breaking the law. You understand? So
I understand what you're
those
saying.
policies,
but at the same time,
we're challenging those policies.
That's
because
all
I
fine,
won't be
but what
arrested
you're
for
talking
photography.
about-
I'll be arrested for quote unquote trespassing.
Well, that's the thing. Listen, there's guidelines to everything, and you know what? There's loopholes there.
Do you know why I wouldn't be arrested for recording in that public building, in a police station? Why I won't be arrested for photography itself? Because photography is not a crime, especially not in public. And then you have the Right to Record Act, which allows us, as a state law, that acknowledges our right to record the NYPD from public, which means that public lobby. That's the Right to Record Act. It's a state law and it's a city law.
Right.
So you guys are saying, fuck the Right to Record Act. You're gonna have to follow our policy. Even though government can come out with policies, but you guys can have a policy, but we don't have to follow it because it's not illegal.
So are you doing that towards every government building? Are
Yeah.
you doing that
I just
towards
came from Board of Education right
everything?
here.
Okay.
And I just came from
listen,
York
just-
College. I went to York College.
Okay.
I went to this Board of Education building right here.
Right.
And my phone died, so I went to charge it. I go all over. SUNY, CUNY, sanitation, Board of Education, any public entity, council members, state assembly officers. You work for the public, I'm going to your office.
Okay.
And I'm going to build transparency. I'm going to watch you while you work, see how you treat the public. And that's just that, you know? It's about our government acknowledging our rights and respecting our rights, you know?
That's fair.
Right.
I gotta go to transport. You need your water out of them?
Yeah, I'm drive that.
Alright. He's got some papers.
The haircut is scary.
Put myself in there.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 reviews.
No, just make sure it's unlocked so I can throw my stuff in there.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
I'll wait for you to get back.
God bless you, officer.
You got it. Take it easy.
Stay
Be
safe.
all right?
Williamson 14402. Williamson 14402. I'm scared of your haircut, man. That haircut is scary. It's nice. I wish I had hair. I'm bald. Enjoy your hair while you have it. Hey Sarge, you gonna take the lieutenant's test? You wanna take the LT test?
We already gave it out already.
Good luck. We out? I see. Oh yeah, yeah.
Full time. Full time.
Is the health department usually out here? Are they always out here enforcing?
Yeah, they have to come check.
I've never seen the health department check vendors before.
They have to sell the food.
I never seen them in Manhattan or the Bronx. This is the first time I've seen them, and it's in Queens.
We don't want people to get sick.
Right,
We don't
that's
want
true.
people to get sick. That's all. That's
So
all.
how do they check the food?
You'd have to ask one of them. I'm just a cop.
Make sure there's no mold or anything,
Yeah, you'd
stuff
have
like
to
that.
ask them.
I can imagine. Yeah.
All right, guys, I'm gonna head out. I gotta go
God
work.
bless you. Stay
Be
safe, all right?
okay?
Yeah.